But first, we want to bring you the latest on the rising tensions between the U.S. and Iran and the local voices offering their perspectives on the president's decision to order the airstrike that killed Iran's top general. Good evening, everyone. I'm Linda Jackson.
And I'm Tom Powell. Before we get to those local voices, we want to give you the latest details on what exactly is happening right now in the Middle East. Iran paid tribute today to General Qasem Soleimani at a funeral procession marred by a deadly stampede. According to Iranian media, 50 or so people were killed and dozens more injured. This as millions of people came out onto the streets to show their respects for a man the U.S. has branded a terrorist. Iranian officials have vowed to retaliate. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo saying killing Soleimani was necessary and the U.S. is right to take a hard line. The president's Democratic rivals insist this was not an act of decisiveness by the president, but of impulsiveness.
I know that the efforts that we have taken, not only last week with the strike against Soleimani, but the strategy that we've employed has saved American lives.
The failure to consult with our allies or Congress and the reckless disregard for the consequences that would surely follow was, in my view, dangerously incompetent.
Right now, the continued presence of U.S. troops in Iraq where the airstrike took place is in question. The Iraqi prime minister saying that they need clarity moving forward. Meanwhile, U.S. military leaders say they are on the lookout for Iranian drones they fear will target American forces in the Middle East.
Fort Wayne's NBC reporter Jeff Neumeyer has local reaction to the growing friction between the two countries.
U.S. Senator Mike Braun told me he doesn't want the nation drawn into another Middle Eastern war. But judging the drone strike that killed Soleimani, he thinks you first have to consider how the Iranian leader behaved toward Americans.
Terrible things, the lives of 600-700 soldiers through IEDs, all the stuff behind the smokescreen of diplomacy. I think it did make sense.
Critics of the attack on Soleimani don't like that the president acted too much on his own. Braun believes more input is good in such decisions, not less.
And I would be one that thinks Congress needs to get more involved. You know, we have shirked that responsibility over time.
Concerned President Trump has started something we will come to regret.
I've been in the wars, in the Vietnam War. I've seen a lot of people killed and then come back home. So I just hope it don't be no World War III, that's all.
This woman's husband used to serve in the military.
So I'm familiar with a husband being at war, but so I understand sometimes war is necessary, but I'm not the president.
I mean, the guy'd been a problem for a long time, is well documented.
A perspective backing the killing of Soleimani, mostly.
And I just have to trust that they know what they're doing, so it must be the right thing because they're doing it.
If conflict erupts with Iran, will Americans support the president or hold it against him?
And there's a certain fatigue among voters. And the question is, will action now result in rallying around the flag, or will instead it cause people to say, wait a minute, we've been in this mess for a long enough time, it's time to get out?
Just maybe a central question as we plow ahead into the 2020 presidential campaign. Jeff Neumeyer, Fort Wayne's NBC.
One other point brought forward by critics of the killing of the Iranian general, that the Trump administration needs to provide more U.S. intelligence in support of the need to take out Soleimani in the drone strike.